1.2% of local businesses get recommended by ChatGPT. That's not my number. That's from a study of 350,000 business locations. I've audited over 60 local businesses across dental, med spa, roofing, HVAC and plumbing, and over 90% had zero AI visibility. Not low visibility, zero. ChatGPT had never heard of them. But here's what's interesting. The ones that did show up weren't doing anything complicated. They had the same 5 things dialed in. And the ones that didn't show up were missing at least 3 of them. I'm going to show you what those 5 things are, how to check each one for your business in about 15 minutes, and I'll show you a real client that went from invisible to ranking number 1 in ChatGPT after we fixed just 2 of these. Signal number 1, your Google business profile. And not just having one. I mean having it actually set up correctly. Here's what I see in almost every audit. The business has a GPP. It's claimed. It has the address and phone number. And the owner thinks they're done. They're not even close. AI pulls from GBP heavily. Gemini especially. Because it's Google's own product. But here's what most people miss. Service areas. I had a pest control client. Great reviews, solid website. Couldn't figure out why they weren't ranking. We ran the audit and found it immediately. Their GBP listed Phoenix, Arizona as their service area. But they operate in Mesa, Tempe, and Gilbert. 40 to 50 miles away. Google had no idea where to place them, so it didn't. We added 11 service areas, all within 15 miles of where they actually work. The sweet spot is 10 to 15 areas. And within 2 months, they went from scattered rankings to top 3 in nearly half their search points. And they started showing up on ChatGPT and Gemini. Not just Google. One fix. That's all it took. Everything else was already in place. Beyond service areas, check your categories. Your primary category should be your exact service, not professional services, not contractor, dentist, HVAC contractor, roofing contractor. Be specific. Your hours need to be accurate. Being open when someone searches is actually the 5th most important local ranking factor according to Bright Local's 2026 data. If your GBP says you close at 5 and someone searches at 5:30, you're less likely to show up. Signal number 2. This is where most businesses completely fall apart. Citations. AI doesn't just look at your website. It builds a picture of your business from every mention of you across the entire internet. And if that picture is inconsistent, AI treats you like you might be a different business entirely. Your name, address, and phone number need to be identical everywhere. I mean identical. 123 Main Street and 123 Main ST can cause problems. A different phone number on Yelp versus your website is a red flag. But here's the thing most people don't know. Foursquare has a direct partnership with OpenAI. Over 70% of ChatGPT's local business recommendations come from Foursquare data. If you're not on Foursquare, ChatGPT has a very difficult time finding you. It's a free account and it takes only 10 minutes to set up, so get that done. Bing Places accounts for another 10 to 15% of ChatGPT citations. You can import your Google business profile directly, 5 minutes. Apple Business Connect gets you into Siri and Apple Maps. Every iPhone user asking find me a plumber goes through Apple's system, 15 minutes to set up. 3 platforms, 30 minutes, $0. And you've just covered the primary data sources for ChatGPT, Gemini, and Siri. Then there are industry citations. If you're a dentist, you need health grades. ZocDoc, 1800 Dentist. Rufo, Home Advisor, Angie, BBB. These are the trusted sources AI pulls from for your specific vertical. Businesses with consistent citations across all of these perform up to 18 times stronger in local search. Not 18%, 18 times. Signal 3, and this is the one that surprises people the most. AI doesn't care how many reviews you have, it cares what they say. Look at these 2 reviews. The one on the left tells AI nothing. The one on the right tells AI the business name, the dentist's name, the specific service, and the quality of the experience. That's what AI uses to build its recommendation. I've seen businesses with 400 reviews get outranked by businesses with 50 because 400 generic reviews are worth less than 50 detailed ones. Perplexity specifically weights this. Their system gives 39% weight to review content, 34% to authoritative list mentions, and 27% to online review presence. The content of the review matters more than the count. If you're asking customers for reviews, stop asking them to leave us a review. Ask them to mention what service you did and who helped them. That one change in how you ask transforms what AI sees. Signal 4. Content on your website needs to be structured for AI, not just for Google. Here's the difference. Google scans your homepage for keywords. AI scans your entire site for answers to questions humans would ask. Who's the best roofer in this area? Then why are they the best? Then it validates through reviews and citations. If your website doesn't answer those questions directly, AI skips you. What this means practically: FAQ pages. Real questions your customers ask, answered clearly. Not marketing speak, not we're the premier provider of excellence. Direct answers. Schema markup. This is the code that tells AI exactly what your business is, where it operates, what services you offer, and what services you offer. Without it, AI has to guess, and usually it doesn't bother. Service pages. One page per service. Not a single page listing everything. A dedicated page for emergency roof or repair with real detail is what AI needs to recommend you for that specific query. The good news, most of this structural stuff can be set up in a few hours with the right tools. It's not hard. It's just that nobody's told you to do it. And in case you want someone to do it for you, our link is in the bio. You can check that out. Signal 5 ties everything together. NAP consistency across every platform you exist on. Name, address, phone number. Identical everywhere. I already mentioned this with citations, but it goes deeper than that. AI and Google are cross-referencing your information across every platform, your website, your GBP, every directory listing, your social media profiles, even mentions in blog posts or news articles. If your phone number is different on Yelp versus your website, AI treats you as potentially two different businesses. Your credibility resets. If you moved locations 2 years ago and 3 directories still have the old address, that's a problem. AI doesn't know which one is right, so it trusts none of them. The fix is boring but critical. Search your business name, check every listing, update every inconsistency. It takes an afternoon, and it's one of the highest impact things you can do. If you want us to run this audit on your business and show you exactly where you stand across ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Google AI overviews, the link's in the description. It's a free call. We'll pull up your actual data and walk through it together. Now let me show you what happens when you fix these signals. Alpha Dental Excellence in Mission, Texas. When we started, their average ranking across 22 search points was 17.6, almost entirely invisible. Out of 22 grid points, only one was in the top 10. We optimized their GBP, fixed their citations, restructured their content, and cleaned up their NAP. 30 days later, average position 4.8, 20 out of 22 points in the top 10, and they're ranking number 1 in ChatGPT for their target keyword. The map went from almost entirely red to almost entirely green in 1 month. And this isn't a one-off. Our pest control client hit 100% visibility with similar fixes. Top 3 rankings more than doubled. The pattern is the same every time. The foundation is usually 80% there. It's the last 20%. The citations, the service areas, the structured content that flips the switch. Here's the reality. ChatGPT ads are coming later this year or early next year. When that happens, the businesses already ranking organically will have a head start that money can't buy. Right now, there's a window. AI search is growing. Most businesses haven't optimized for it. The few that do are getting recommended to every potential customer who asks. If you want to be one of those businesses, book the free audit. Link in the description. We'll show you exactly which of these 5 signals you're missing and how to fix them. And if you liked this video, you need to check out my other one on how I would add $100,000 plus to a local business using AI right here, somewhere on the screen. See you in the next one. Ciao.